So like, hey y'all, Chicken Lovers, the Speed Chicken Man here, and today I am actually coming with a new series which I'm going to call Inspiration Stories because it's going to be similar subject material to what I cover in Inspirations, except for it's going to be stories like my personal events that happened to me, or things that just frankly a script doesn't do justice to, like regular content. So special things that you need all of this face for. Yeah, so with state championships coming around, I decided to talk about in the first episode nothing would fit more better than my favorite athletic pastime and the great times that I've had with it, running. More in particularly the the varsity sport cross country, which involves a lot of running and more running and running after that, which is amazing, by the way. And I've been doing it for the past 4 years now. I'm a senior now, so it's all wrapped up, and I thought I'd do the sport justice, the amount of good times that I've had with this entire sport. It's just done after tomorrow when we do our race. It's finished. And so Coach was like, you know what, you're the senior, this is your last practice, make it your show, choose what you wanted to do. And I made the team climb up a mountain, but I made sure it was a team building day, and so we all got to the top of the mountain, it wasn't very far away or very tall mountain, but it was tall enough so that we got, the entire spread of the view. And it was well worth it, I would say. Everyone else that was with me thought it was well worth it climbing the mountain. I mean, there was some complaining on the mountain, but that top, you just see the entire town. And that's one of the things that are nice. Cross country the past 4 years, we've been all over town. We've been in the mud pits in the middle of the woods. We've been down the road. We've been down this road. We've been on back country. I don't think there's anywhere in hometown I don't know anymore since I've joined cross country. Actually, a couple towns wide probably. And yes, that's like a especially great thing. The other thing that I want to discuss is this year, I've noticed it all the other years, but like the way that people interact in cross country is completely different than other sports. Completely different. Everybody's understanding, and across teams you wouldn't expect in any other sport to meet people so, nice and sportsmanly. I mean, you could just come across somebody, pass them or go on your way of passing them and just have like a little short nice conversation with them. It's all polite. Everyone's like, yeah, go on, because it's not about the team that wins, it's about people crossing that finish line and achieving their goals instead of, I'm the best. And that's really the selling point that I had in cross country freshman year. I've played like 1 year of basketball and 1 year of baseball before this, but neither of them really particularly sticked. And then I see this cross country sport, and I'm like, nobody shows up. But there's no bench. It's all on me because, let's be honest, I was an awkward little teenager, early teenager. I'm an awkward teenager now, though. Like, as we're going along, all the beautiful things like North Country Fall, running 4 miles. I remember days like 4 miles in, it's just not being my day. Long day at school, legs hurted on the thing. And then there's like that moment of peace that you find in cross country. And it's amazing. I was on the top of, I remember times being like on the top of the hill and just getting like a breath of cool fresh air as I'm running, and seeing like all the fall leaves just all around, and that's one of the reasons I like it, to be honest. without cross country, some days I actually ponder keeping my sanity on cross country, because it can be tough, but it's also a relaxing sport, like, once you really get into it, which is nice. But back on the team thing, and nice because there's been a lot of that this year, and I want to talk about that. This year has been the most team-centric year for our entire my entire cross-country career. Like, we had a little small group of people, and, pretty well knit, but this year we had so many more people. This year we actually even had a manager, which was this nice little hyperactive 5th grader, which, amazing manager, by the way. Amazing manager, kept everybody going. The newspaper even's like keeping the team in line. He kept the time for us on intervals, and great kid. See him around in school, and it's like, hey! Both of us like, hey. And manager and the team, we just did things for each other. And everybody liked each other. And that's how he went. He went to our meets, and I recall one meet that especially taught me this year of the teammanship, and that was homecoming, about an hour down from where we live. And it's just it's like all the small schools were meet, because we're like an isolated patch in the middle of nowhere. But it was just a couple small schools, and the coach of that meet's just like, yeah, we know this, so we might as well make it's homecoming, we might as well make it that full teammanship. And so we made it that full teammanship. Every single runner that was there helped the runner that was behind to the finish line, cheer him on. I cheered on some of my other teammates. There was one that, ever since the first day he started to practice this year, he's like, I'm awesome! And that was his little go-to. And I'm just like, we had that little back and forth where instead of his name, I'd start just calling him Awesome. I'd just see him in school, and I'm like, hey, Awesome, how's it going? And, just only in cross-country would these kind of things happen. So many stories, there's just so many little things, inside jokes that carry over the years, and so a lot of the teams, returning people, inside jokes just keep on going on, just like the team, because we're actually not even team, because they're like, you need this many people to qualify as a team. And so we've been trying for 4 years to qualify as a team, but we didn't have it, we're just like, and then that's about it. We just run our best, and individual scores is what it counts, improving our time. Let's see, there was one day, a friend of mine, you guys know him as Caliba every once in a while. He had this bag of Fritos, and when I was younger, I had a burning passion for corn chips, really, really good a corn chips. So he's just like, I've been trying to get below 20-minute times on a 5K for a long time. He's like, okay, if you get sub 20, I will hand you this bag of corn chips. I got 11:59. I mean 19:59. So he begrudgingly handed me those corn chips, just like, and that's one of those little jokes that came on. Alternatively, the other day I was running a race, and this year I'm not as fast as I was in the past couple years. So I'm just like, I gotta do whatever to beat 21 minutes, and then I got 21:01, so that's an alternative. But it's the picking on numbers like that, one of the inside jokes. But yeah, I could literally go on for days talking about cross country, with little pauses and skips in between, and all that fun jazz, and remembering stories that I can't remember now, because there's millions of them. But yeah, so I guess I'll end it off with this. This video isn't to encourage people into cross country, though. To be honest, I highly recommend it as a sport if that's something that you're even on the fence about, or you're just like looking at it. Funny, like it's great. The people you learn a lot about independence and integrity of being your own self, because your times are reflectant on you. Essentially, you learn team skills because there's not really a drama of any sort. It's, you know, everyone's cheering on because they can all relate to what you're going through. It doesn't matter how slow or fast you are. People will cheer you on, and even the other teams will go on and be like, give you their best of lucks. I mean, the starting lines are the best because everyone's wishing each other good luck before the starting gun goes, and then everybody goes, does their own thing, runs their own race, finishes at the end. All buddy, doesn't matter what the times are, and people go, drats, I gotta do better next time, or man, that was really good, and just congratulate each other because everybody that runs and gets the respect for that, going through the endeavor to do it. It was nice while we were doing that cool down. My team, because I'm the one senior on this little team, is just like, yeah, man, you weren't the fastest kid, but you were the heart of our team. You know, the morale booster. And you know what? It was nice. It was a good time spending that time with them. So many years of good memories of my little team. So many. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, that days I'm not past that one. So yeah, I'm gonna end it on there. I know my afterword previously is just like afterward. 5 minutes past the afterwards. That's the afterword. Your afterward's like 25% of the original. That's how this thing goes. That's long and short of cross country. I mean, I'll probably have more to talk about it on a later date, and upon your request, I can talk more about it, dig up some of the old stories, think about it more. Today was just, you know, final practice, and I'm just like, I gotta. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been the best being in cross country. And yeah, I guess if I'm leaving it on that, I'm gonna have to make a part 2, which is the best stories. I'm gonna have to like go, this is the best story, this is the best story, this is the best story. But at any rate, see you then. Chicken Man out. Bye bye.